mosquitoes live. Like that. There. This is a good place for my little squirrel to live right here. My little Peapod. I got one more piece of film I want to show you. He's just such a cute little devil. Isn't he something else? This is Peapod the pocket squirrel. There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life. A lot of joy. Where I live, a lot of the young people come over just to see the animals, see what kind of creatures Bob's got that day. And it's such a nice way. You can't handle a little squirrel like that and grow up and not like them. I don't believe you can. And I think we need to learn to respect nature and all of God's little creatures. And one of the ways that I like to do it is to bring you little characters like him. Yeah. Because isn't he cute? Well, that's a close-up and a half there. Little devil. Sometimes I have 8 or 10 of them at one time that I'm raising, and then I'll turn them loose. And we have a few little wild birds and all kind of things like that. Whatever needs to be raised and taken care of, we'll do it. It's my way of saying thank you. Because a little squirrel, or whatever you happen to have, he allows you to share a little bit of his world for a few days. And that's very special. Not many people get to do that. Let's go up here in this little bush. I've got all these done while you're looking at the squirrel.
Bob Ross raises squirrels so he can let them loose and they can come live in my walls.
And I get to shoot them.
Happy little squirrel lives right here. Actually, I think it's really cool that he does that.
Did.
True. That he did that. God rest his soul. That's habit. That's, and because I was raised Roman Catholic. And if you didn't do smack. Oof. Anyway. Squirrels. They get me a lot. That was a red squirrel that he had on his shoulder. That's what we used to have in the walls.
Used to.
And we had gray squirrels. There was a gray squirrel that is flattened all over Route 19 in front of our house. And it's been quiet. I think that was our squirrel. I'm not too upset about it. I don't like living creatures being dead. I don't like them living in my house, in the walls, in the ceilings.
Not really.
Not too fond of that. Speaking of which, so we've had some warmer weather here. We have a front porch that's enclosed, but the squirrels used to get in there. And with the warmer weather, I was like, oh, there's no heat out there, but I was like, oh, it's warm today. I can get out there and organize some of my 80 million pairs of shoes. So I was out there and I was cleaning some stuff up. I had gotten 5 boxes worth of stuff at a auction for $1. And one of the boxes had fingerless gloves, leather gloves for bikers or weightlifters. Sold them on eBay for 20 bucks. But one of the other boxes had these owls. And it's real feathers. Had like 20 of these owls. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But see, there's another one. But one of them wasn't in its bag. And they were in a box. And I saw a walnut in the box. I didn't tell you about this. Because I'm just grabbing, taking out of this box, putting in another box. I see the walnut. I grab. Here's the one that's not in the bag. I feel fur. I go, ah! It was just an owl. It's all good. This is after the one was flattened all over Route 19. Speaking of which, I want to do... Somebody had suggested, I can't remember who it was, to do... that we take pictures. We're keeping him up. that we take pictures of where we live. So I have a great idea. I'm going to make a flat squirrel. And we're going to send them around. And the flat squirrel, I think the squirrel has become our new mascot. So we're going to send them around. And you all can take a picture. And I'll make them just out of construction paper or something to make it easy to ship. So it's just the cost of a regular stamp. And we'll take pictures of the flat squirrel all over wherever you guys live. I think it'd be really, really cute.
Gloriously macabre.
I was gonna say, you guys can add, if you want to like add a little hat or flowers or whatever you want to add to him. I might make him a little gory since he's flat now.
Add a tombstone. It'll be fun.
So that's an idea. I'll set that up on Facebook somehow.
Can't we
Look,
just,
I actually, go ahead.
can't we just run over the squirrel that's in your head?
There's lots of them up there.
Yeah, I know.
You couldn't keep up. That's what keeps me moving. It's the squirrels going. Yeah, I have a list so that I stay on track.
She never does.
Yes, I do. Yeah, see, that's what's next. You want to be smart with me? In that box lot, and I talked about this. Look, seriously. There was a leather whip in there. And I'm not going to whip it because I tried doing it the other day and he was laughing so hard at me because I did want to, you know, those Indiana Jones things and I wanted to whip them myself in the hand. This is another eBay item. That can go up on eBay. Some masochist.
Oh, nice with that shit. I misread what she wrote and it really looked like fuck off, not fell off.
Yeah. That's later. Don't get the squirrels going. That is a segue into goodies from Graham, which I didn't show, but she got us these when we moved in. They're tea towels. Whip it good. Or dish towels, not tea towels. Shake it off, shake it off. You know you love Taylor Swift. That's your next... You're her next ex.
Shoot me.
You took that quiz and you got Taylor Swift. That which celebrity would you date? And you got Taylor Swift.
I would never sign an NDA to date anyone.
I got Robert Downey Jr.
You probably have to send or sign an NDA to date him as well.
Nah,
It's
you
stupid.
just gotta give him some drugs. Don't you remember he woke up and like somebody walked into their beach house in California, I think it was, and found him sleeping on their couch, and they called the cops. I'd be like, dude, it's Robert Downey Jr. on my couch. Woohoo!
Carry on, squirrel. Carry on. She drinks way too much tea.
This is actually only my second cup today. I had a cup this morning and now I'm having a cup now.
Mind you, the cup is like 30 ounces.
I've been sleeping like crap. I've been awake like every hour, so. What did I just move in there? Stuff I've made. Oh, this got little. There's a little Irish bowler. That's going out for an order. And I've got my sloths. Vanessa, I'm working on yours. I just have to do the face.
Face.
The face.
So,
face. No, you don't even know. That's all like embroidered with thread. So Vanessa got me while I'm still in a good mood. But there's my little sloths. They're all going out. Shipping out. And then because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Okay, here's my finished gonk. Isn't he freaking adorable? I'll find the link. Look, isn't he so cute? So I'll find the link. Don't you dare. I'll use that whip. What did I do with that thing? So, there's a lady that you can make outfits for these gonks for every occasion. The outfit patterns are all free. But you have to buy the original pattern from her, which is for a Santa gonk. But then all the other ones are free, which is pretty freaking awesome. Okay, this totally has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. Guess what that is?
It's a ghost shit.
No, it's not a shit. It's just a ghost. He needs his little cheeks, but that is a free pattern from Morning Cup of Joe. Josephine Wu, her name is, and she makes the cutest little freaking Ammies. And has lots of free patterns. She has some paid patterns too, but that's adorable. I thought you were going to say it was a sperm, actually. You know me well, though. I wouldn't, well, I might make a sperm, but it's a ghost.
Sperm, ghost shit, same thing.
Stuff I've made in the past for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know where I'm going to hang this. Still trying to find a place to hang this, but see, I do quilt. I've got stuff everywhere.
I'm just looking at everything that she already has hanging on the walls and covering the walls, and there's really not that much space left.
I made this little leprechaun like 15 years ago. God, you can squash him. Okay, this is, he's not Irish, he's Scottish, but I celebrate my Scottish heritage on St. Patrick's Day too. This is, I got this at a thrift store. I didn't get it. I rescued it from a thrift store because that work is amazing. I am astounded. But you English watchers, viewers, members, whatever, there's a lady, I believe she's from England, that makes, I think these are older patterns. But has like a whole line of these dolls. I have a question for you guys. Why do they have carrot noses? That's my question. That's my homework for you guys. Tell me why these guys have carrot noses.
Because they're all drunk?
No, because they're not all Scottish. Her design, she makes different designs.
It's the British Isles. They're all drunk.
We have people in Britain that watch us. Should be nice.
They're probably drunk.
Uncle Grumpy's a little grumpy tonight, just to warn you guys. Don't make me get the whip. You might enjoy it.
That's it, I'm getting whiskey. I'm not fucking joking.
So I fell off the... Oh, I forgot about other goodies from Graham. I showed the stuff from when we moved in. Guess what else we got? Soap!
Go figure.
This is a new one. Everyone hand soap made with plant extracts and pure essential oils. And it's Meyer lemon and mandarin. And it smells really, really good. And then this one I just got because it has the foaming. Because literally she has like 8 of them on the counter. And she go, pick one. Right?
Uh-huh.
So I picked this one because it had a foaming handle for the bathroom upstairs. That does smell good. I can't have any because I'll retch.
Alberta dry whiskey.
Don't move it around too much though.
Right.
Last time I drank whiskey, I spent the whole next day with my head in a garbage can in the backseat of his car. It was awful. It was not good. But it wasn't just whiskey I was drinking that night. I was drinking Bloody Marys, and my glass was that big, and the bartender was putting this much vodka in and that much tomato juice, and I don't even know what, and Jack Daniels, shots and shots and shots of Jack. I don't even know how I made it home that night. I got home, everything was spinning. It was awful. It was awful. It was one of those, I'm getting plastered tonight days. I don't have those very often, but I get in my mood sometimes, and when I drink, I drink. I tie one on. It's not good. But that was how many years ago now? 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I don't pay attention to things.
So I bought a new sewing machine on one of the Facebook selling groups. $30. It was a brother. I think she used it like a couple of times. The thing is like brand new. So I was able to mend my Irish flag because I had this hanging outside and the rose bushes got it. And this was all just totally shredded. So there's my Irish flag hanging it on the barn.
Get away from me with that.
I got this right in Ireland. It's probably made in China, but I got it in Ireland.
This is the United States. We don't fly those flags.
And then, okay, I had to get this. My Irish princess crown. It was only $1. That's one of those, do I need it? Absolutely. I can't live without it.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do. Got a basket at the thrift store. I got lots of good stuff at the thrift store. I got patterns for American Girl dolls. You are Irish, even though you don't like to admit it.
I'm an Irish princess.
Oh, look! I shaved him, and I cut my bangs. He got a haircut, too.
Put it back on. Put it back on. It's starting to hurt my head.
Yeah, I got like a whole bunch of American Girl doll clothes patterns. That's for the library. They're doing an American Girl doll thing in the kids' library.
Yay!
I try to stay away from the kids. I don't like the kids.
I don't like kids either.
I loved kids till I had my own.
I never liked kids.
I worked with kids all the time. I used to babysit every kid in the neighborhood. Actually, I
have a kid.
I just got in touch with one of the ladies that I used to watch all her kids. She had 4 kids, and the baby now
Yes.
is like 32, and
Yes.
that baby was like 6 months old in the bassinet when I used to babysit.
Yes.
That makes you feel old.
Oh.
All the kids I used to babysit are married and have all their own kids.
No one ever wanted me to babysit or I'd beat them.
Library. Book of the month, we're still on Kushiel's Dart. And she didn't give me... Oh, yes, she did. It's I'm Watching You. Is March's book. I didn't even write it down. Well, I just happened to see 1776. This was an audiobook that I just finished. Spoiler alert, we win.
Sorry, Brits.
USA. Just joking.
I'm not.
Do you know what Thursday is?
Hangover day.
Why is it Hangover Day?
I don't know, because Wednesdays are hump days. So you get over the
Over the hump?
over the hump, yeah. Over the hump, you know, hump.
I'm not happy with his face. I just whipped him up today, but Thursday
We're gonna hump.
is Dr. Seuss Day.
We're gonna hump still.
It's his birthday, so
I still want to hump.
I made a little cat in the hat.
But what does that have to do with humping?
If you can make it rhyme and add weird words in there that aren't really words, it can be about humping.
I am too tired and too angry to think about making up a rhyme.
So that is why he is having a drink.
Mind you, we've had this since fucking Christmas.
I
So
don't drink whiskey. I wanted the vodka, but somebody got there before me.
I don't drink very often.
It took us too long to bowl. I missed out on the vodka.
Well, whose freaking fault is that?
Whoever was taking too long to bowl, not mine.
Which is pretty much everyone.
I did my job. I bowled the best on our team, which is why I got the bottle of whiskey.
She's got a huge handicap. Only reason she won the bottle of whiskey.
Oh, but I still bowl over my handicap, which is why I've won the pot 2 times in the last 3 weeks. We have a pins over average pot, And I've been bowling. The first time I won it was 83 or 82 pins over my average. Last week I won it, I was 83 pins over my average. And my average keeps going up. So I keep bowling better.
She does. Proud of her.
This crappy knee is working for me apparently. So.
Or she's just putting her ass into it. I don't know.
That too. Doctor's appointment tomorrow morning for my knee. Then bowling tomorrow night. I'm still bowling. I don't care what that doctor tells me. And if I need surgery, it's waiting until after bowling season.
And
okay, I got this for my cupboard in the dining room at the thrift store. I'm a thrift store-aholic. That's not really a good word. I don't know what you call it. Thrift store junkie. I think it's a garlic roaster, but I'm not sure.
Thrift store addict.
I know it's for cooking something. So you people that actually cook.
She's a thrifty. I kill myself.
If you guys could tell me what that is, I'd appreciate it. I'm pretty sure it's for roasting garlic, but I'm not positive. Maybe it isn't.
Give her all wrong answers. It'll be funny.
Where's that whip?
I don't know.
You know, Rodney's been waiting for nice weather, so we finally got some nice weather last week. So you could get out to the barn and work. We got some nice weather last week. He went out there and he came back in about 3 minutes later.
Not even.
He couldn't work. Because you need these things to start things.
They're the safety switches, just in case, you know. Like, let's say you have a kid in the house and said child is 4 or 5 years old and probably shouldn't be playing around really heavy equipment. So what you do is you pull out the safety switch. Oops. Anyway, when you do that, all the switch does is flop around. Can't turn it on. So I forgot all about those. Left them at my grandmother's house, which is where all my machines were. Brought all the machines over, left those. Ugh.
And then we had nice weather today, but he had to go
File for my taxes, which was a waste of fucking time because the asshole said that I don't fucking make enough money.
No F words.
They're adults. I'm an adult. To hell with it.
Told you he was grumpy. I got squishy mail. But this wasn't really squishy because it came in a box. Squishy mail shouldn't come in a box. This is from Fair Isle. Now I ordered this on the 13th of February. I also ordered yarn that was coming from the UK. I got the yarn from the UK and this stuff hadn't even shipped yet. So I talked to a friend who works for them. Next thing I know, my phone's ringing. It's a lady from Fair Isle. Apparently they had a problem with their computers and some of the orders, the payments processed, but the orders didn't go through. So she found my order, shipped it out 2-day mail, came today. Which was nice because they added some extras in there for me, and I also have a coupon for 20% off my next order. But I got some, this is the freebie stuff. I feel that, I know, isn't that soft? Oh, my friend Jewel gave me some cashmere sweaters yesterday.
You should make me a blanket out of this.
In all my free time?
Yep.
So I did order 2 of my own, pink and blue.
This is soft as hell.
It is. And apparently it's easy to work with. It's fuzzy, but you can still, if you need to frog it or tink it, well, tinking is easier no matter what. But you can frog it and it won't get knotted up. That's what I've been told anyway. And
I have no idea what either of that is.
Now I have to look up this charity, but I got this because, bless you.
Thank you.
Because my heart is always at the sea. I have a thing for the sea. Yeah, look, it's Rodney before I cut his beard.
No.
Wearing a seaman's hat.
I'm much better looking than that one.
His eyebrows don't grow together.
Nope. That's why. Stop making fun of my eyebrows. I don't make fun of your eyebrows.
I was watching the ball game today.
At least I have eyebrows.
Spring training. The games are on. I love it. I love it. I have eyebrows.
They're thin. And it's like you
They're not thin. I'm not Puerto Rican.
drew a pencil.
We used to make fun of the and it's mean because I
Took a Sharpie.
But yeah, oh my God, the girls down in New York we used to joke around about how they would draw their eyebrows in with Sharpies because it'd be like, it's like, oh my God, girl, put the Sharpie away. That doesn't look natural. But anyway, so SQUIRREL teamed up with this. It's the Seamen's Church Institute, and you get a whole little kit. I think this makes 2 hats, but it's the Christmas at Sea Sailor's Cap program. It says since 1898, so I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, make one and give one, yeah. So it will make 2 hats, but it comes with 2 skeins of yarn, Nantucket yarn. Nantucket is just seeding me. You say the word Nantucket and I'm on the ocean. I would live on the sea if I could.
I did want to buy an old aircraft carrier and make it into a mansion.
And it comes with needles.
I don't have that much money.
And they're 2 straight needles, so I'm assuming the pattern is seamed, which is nice if you don't want to work in the round. I'm sure you can just adapt it to work it in the round if you want to.
Really wish I had more money.
Oh no, this product...
Good at something.
Sorry.
What?
This product is a promotional gift and not intended for this project. So these needles are not for this project. This is just a little something extra that they stuck in there.
Little something extra.
Good thing I have a million knitting needles.
It is a very good thing.
Hopefully Raylan hasn't gotten to them yet.
Maybe she hasn't.
No word of the week with Ray Ray again this week.
No word of the week.
That child.
In other news.
So, we're going to have to get like a cardboard cutout of her. We'll put it up here, we'll put you behind it, and you could just make believe you're Raylan, because you got to make it seem like she's still around. And we got to do something about the smell in the basement.
Apparently, I sound like a little girl now.
No, but you know all those words that she talks that I have no clue. There's a new one now. It's not I, but it's something like eight, something, I don't know.
8, as in I ate the motherfucking sandwich.
No, I think it's supposed to be like I. But they've just changed it.
You should really not try to be so hip.
Like legitness. I don't try. It just comes natural.
Yeah, about as natural as, you know, a fish walking with a suitcase across the street.
Okay, so the pattern is in here.
For a hat!
Oh, it is knit in the round.
It's an ugly hat.
It's not an ugly hat. It's got anchors on it.
Which makes it an ugly hat.
Tie an anchor to your foot and we're going to go fishing.
Oh, really? Nothing around here is that deep.
No, I'm going to take you out tuna fishing.
I'm not going tuna fishing.
So for patterns and to read more, it's seamenschurch.org.
She said seamen.
As soon as I said that, I was like, ooh, that sounds weird.
She said seamen.
Okay, I'll post that link.
I won't, because I'll forget. There's not enough whiskey in the world. To make me remember anything.
Alberta Rye Whiskey Dark Batch, that is.
Dark batch.
I don't even want to talk about my whiskey.
I don't want to know about your whiskey.
My whiskey that I had to dump out at the airport.
Sounds
It
like
still ticks me off. You had like... You're a lightweight.
Why you call me a lightweight?
Because you can't handle your booze. I gotta hide that now. Okay.
All I said was, I don't know if cheese and crackers will go well with fucking whiskey.
So I got a real squishy package. I did. You want to?
I don't care about your damn package.
Feel my squishy package?
No, not really.
This is a squishy package.
She's being mean to me.
This is
She's
my
a jerk
This is
face.
my yarn from the UK. It's just all softy, chunky yarn. But I need it. This is from Love Knitting. I love that they put your yarn in organza bags. It's just that extra little touch that it's really nice. See that?
Aw, that's
Isn't that
adorable.
pretty? That is for my Sasquatch sweater.
Sasquatch.
Jennifer Simon's pattern. Simmons. Story Sweaters is her site. I've said it before on the show because I love her stuff.
Now,
So, alright, it's all crammed onto... Go ahead.
when you guys watch this, you let me know. Cheese and crackers go well with whiskey. That's all I asked,
okay.
and then she called me a lightweight.
Because when you said that, I wasn't actually filming because the camera shuts off after
I'm well
29
aware
minutes.
of that.
So they don't know that you asked for cheese and crackers.
It was a freaking thought.
So anyway, squirrel. Ah! Don't make me get my sweater yarn in my tea. I'll be really ticked. So there's my feet. Got the feet done, and then Sasquatch is going here. I'm using a vintage. Vintage. It is. It's from 1959.
Oh, 1959 was a good year.
Old. That's even before me.
That was a good year.
But Mary Maxim. Oh, Mary Maxim used to do all these sweaters. They had like everything under the sun. They still do actually, because I think my mother had made some horse sweaters.
Grandma was 12.
Oh my goodness. No, she was born in...
47.
Oh, that's right. You guys are all sevens. No.
Oh, wait.
She was born in 49.
Oh,
she was
10.
Yeah, you guys are all nines.
Oh, yeah. 49, 69, and 89.
Because I'm thinking, wait a minute, me and your dad were born the same year.
She's older than my dad.
Only by 2 weeks. So anyway, yeah, my mom, my evil mom that I don't talk about much, but she does knit.
Bitch! What?
Because Raylan might watch this show.
I have Tourette's.
There's actually a guy in this town, and I hate to laugh about it, but I never knew, like, I drive through this town. My son used to hang out here before we moved here. And my son, we would pass by this guy on the bicycle, and every day he goes and gets his beer and comes by, and they call him Kicker. And I never knew why they called him Kicker. It's because he has Tourette's, and he can't help it. So he rides his bike, and he'll just kick. And he curses. So, I mean, he's harmless. He just goes to the store with his returns, gets a new 6-pack of beer. This is what he does all day long. But they call him Kicker because he kicks. I don't know the man's real name. But he'll go by the house and you'll just hear, shit! It's like, oh my God, because you don't know he's out there and you just hear somebody screaming. I'm getting used to it, but God bless them. So, anyway, Mary Maxim still makes sweater patterns, but I'm using a vintage one that was for like a race car. But I'm just using the actual pattern to make...
Okay, she's right. I'm a lightweight.
So, my vintage Mary Maxim sweater is actually my yard sweater. I wear this to clean the barn. I've worn this sweater outside for probably...
I want cheese and crackers.
For probably 14 years now. I got it at a yard sale for $5.
Hey, left tit deer lady.
This is my... That's the back of it. It is so nasty. I've washed it. I've bleached it. It's just... But it is the warmest freaking sweater. So... we were out at a party when we first got together, and one of the town drunks was there. He's another one like Kicker. Just God bless him. Bless his little heart. That's a southern way of saying they're crazy.
Yeah, but he's also got brain damage.
Yes. It's a really, really sad story. He was part mulatto. And back in the day when people were really jerks, they tied him by his foot to the back of a car and dragged him through town. And it breaks my heart because this man is actually so smart. He's like back in the 60s, he built a van that ran on firewood. Which, I mean, it can be done. But to do it back then, I mean, he's very intelligent, but at the same time, he's not because of what they did to him. And
he's genuinely a very,
very
sweet man.
He is. He'd do anything for anybody. He doesn't ask anything of anyone. But anyway, so we were sitting at this party, and he comes up to me, and he's drunk, and he says... You know why I like you? I go, I don't know, Joe. Why do you like me? Because you have a deer on your left tit. So this sweater became known as the left tit deer lady sweater. But this is my nasty. It could use a wash.
I still
start smelling like
crackers.
Campfire because I burn a lot of crap in the yard.
Oh.
You can have cheese and crackers in a. We're almost done actually. Go ahead.
I was supposed to do the habanero popcorn. I'll do that next whatever the fuck this is called. Because
next time we get together and talk.
Yeah. Because I completely freaking forgot about it.
So last week.
Pimp duck.
Yes, 2 words. Pimp duck. Last week before we went bowling, we went to Bowler's World, which is everything is like an hour's drive away from here. So. Stop it. So we went to Bowler's World, and the sweetest man runs Bowler's World. I know this man. If he wasn't married, I would bring him home.
Oh, God.
He's adorable. He's 89 years old.
I'm so sorry, Ray.
Ray's not going to watch this. Ray's going to go, what the hell's wrong with you kids?
Pretty much.
Well, honestly, when we go to pick up my ball tomorrow... I'm going to tell him, Ray, can I bring you home? I love you. And he'd say, okay, let's go. You know he would.
I don't know this woman at all. I don't know her. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know where I am. She kidnapped me. She drugged me.
So anyway, Rodney's getting his balls baked.
Hell yes.
They were saturated in oil.
Hell yes.
So he had to get his balls baked.
Big balls!
Not as big as mine.
True.
And...
she's got cannonballs.
We had to wait while that happened. He couldn't drill my Tigger ball. My balls couldn't get drilled. Because... yours got baked, though.
Hell yes!
So... because he has sciatica and... He couldn't work the drill. I still want to bring him home. He's just adorable. So we went to Golden Corral and ate. Wound up sitting next to a family from the next town over. Now, mind you, we're like 90 minutes away from our house. Rodney's laughing because he's like, wherever you go.
She could literally go to Antarctica. And know somebody.
Probably.
Hey, I know you. You went to my high school. Hey! Oh, what are you doing here in Antarctica? Oh, you're studying the fucking penguins, huh? Penguins!
I know them too. So, so this family winds up sitting next to us and start talking because the little girl like, they have cotton candy at Golden Corral.
Technically, we sat next to them.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, and I thought I recognized the girl. She's friends with Raylan. It's that weird smell in the basement that we have to get rid of. We'll just tell people it's squirrels.
I didn't do it. She did it.
Actually, no. Raylan is very much alive and well. She is taking part in the High School Musical.
Gross.
We're all in this together. So, see, squirrels got me again.
You wouldn't have caught me dead.
So, at Golden Corral, I'll get back to Raylan in a minute. She was in, because I got stuff I got to tell them about that's really, really cool about Raylan. So, when you leave Golden Corral, they got a claw machine. Oh, the claw. But they didn't have any little aliens in it. I love those little aliens from Toy Story.
Wait a minute! What smell is in the basement?
Probably the skunk. Because now that the squirrel's dead, the skunks are waking up from hibernation. Oh my god, the smell was so bad the other night, I couldn't sleep. It must have sprayed out right outside the window, because I could not sleep.
If there's a skunk in the basement, I'm going to shoot her with a big gun.
That's fine. So they got a claw machine at Golden Corral, and you're guaranteed to win a duck. So you gotta play. It's what was it? 50 cents? $1?
$1.
I love little rubber ducks. I love a lot of things.
It's a pimp duck.
I told him to get the army duck. No. He gets the pimp duck. The pimp duck needs a cane. Reminds me of Huggy Bear.
And a feather in his hat.
That was before your time, Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear?
Huggy Bear.
Who the fuck is Huggy Bear?
Huggy Bear was on Starsky and Hutch, if I remember correctly.
Oh!
There you go.
I know who Huggy Bear is.
This is a Paul Michael Glaser sweater.
All you had to mention was fucking Starsky and Hutch, and I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was a kid.
I really didn't. But I knew who Huggy Bear was.
That's because you're a horrible person.
So anyway, so Raylan is taking part in the High School Musical right now. So she's got practice every night. So she doesn't come home from school. So she messaged me actually yesterday.
She messaged.
I get a message that says, "Hey Mom."
A message.
I forgot what it said.
What did it say?
It said, Mom, because you don't answer her right away. Do you guys have kids like this, that if you don't answer her right away? Oh, Mom, what's something easy to crochet for art?
No answer. Mom.
So I told her a dishcloth. It's basically just a square. So what they just started in art for this semester, or this, however long they're going to do it, is crocheting and knitting. They're actually teaching it. Her teacher, Jody Brown, is freaking awesome. And the kids are allowed to either crochet something or knit something.
And crackers.
Listen, cracker. So
Racist.
So then the next question was, Miss Brown wants to know if I could bring in a bunch of your stuff to show the students. So I sent her with a bag today of all kinds of goodies, knitted and crocheted, and I had things in there that she pulled out. She's like, no, Mom, no. First thing she did was, when she was looking at stuff to bring, she grabbed Leatherface off the shelf and said, I'm not bringing him. It's for school. I can't bring him. I'm like, not holding a gun. He's holding a chainsaw, for crying out loud. Stop that. But the timing of it was pretty good because she got to bring in Buffalo Magazine.
Buffalo Magazine.
So it was, I think it was pretty cool that the art teacher could show the kids that fiber arts is actually considered an art. I was one of the artists in the 716 picks this month.
There was a bug.
There are bugs right there's like flying ants and stuff. It's February.
February.
Latest from local artisans. That's what they call 716 picks.
I don't even know why
So
I'm here.
I'm an artisan.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Okay.
There's a policeman going by. I don't know if it was a policeman actually. It looked like a cop car. He was zipping that way.
Did he have his lights on?
Yeah, it was like
It might.
that was a Popo.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure it wasn't medical transport?
I'm absolutely certain it was a Popo.
Because the pager was going off.
Because it was a dark colored vehicle, ergo Popo.
Popo.
Popo. Mr. Popo!
Okay, still on sweaters. Get back to sweaters. This is like an ancient... I have knitting needles, crochet hooks. I don't know. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of vintage needlework things. This is a stitch holder. Jab your eyes out with this. This is
Please don't.
an ancient stitch holder. They make them now. They look like giant safety pins almost. But Aisha...
I thought she was going to say dildo for a second.
Aisha was talking about...
Hopefully not dildos.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I am making Graham a purple pee-pee for Christmas.
I just want my cheese and crackers. I don't even know why I'm on this show.
So, Aisha was talking about working on... She is making some really cool freaking Fair Isle stockings. They're really pretty. And the colors she's using are really nice. But... Well, they are. It's like purples and pink. Ooh, there's a bug in here. You got him!
Ew.
Maybe we can send the flat bug around with the flat squirrel.
It was a gnat.
So, they told her to, you know, run a thing of yarn.
Thing of yarn.
Yeah, you run yarn through your stitches to
Through
hold
your
your stitches.
stitches.
But then it's a pain in the neck to pick up your stitches again.
To pick up your stitches.
Okay, so here's a baby sweater that I'm working on. God knows where I left off because it's been that long. So I'm like in the middle of a row and I have to figure out where I am with this cable. But I use circular needles for stitch holders for the sleeves because they're big enough to hold all the stitches. They curve so that you don't have to worry about it all being straight on a stitch holder.
It's a number 8 needle.
American 8.
It's an American 8, which
would
I
be
don't
like-
understand what the hell that is.
It's different in England.
It's different in England.
In America, our numbers go 1 is smallest and like 10 is bigger. Like they go up as the sizes of or as the width of the needles go up. But in England, it's backwards.
It's not backwards. It's probably proper in England.
9 is smaller and like a 4 is bigger.
But we're American.
We do everything backwards.
So we did everything in our power to be different than England.
Yeah, I honestly do think that. I think after the revolution, we were like, we don't want to be anything like you, so we're not going to use the metric system. We're going to use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, and we're going to change our knitting needles.
Yeah. Pretty sure that was it.
So there you go. That's my little hint, tip, trick for the week. Does it smell funny or something?
Kinda.
Yeah, it's been sitting around for a while. It just smells a little musty. But it's not bad. Oh! I have to check on that yarn.
Oh, we gotta check on that yarn.
Yeah, I do. I have to check on that yarn.
Yeah, you do.
Remember that stinky?
Check on that yarn.
Remember that stinky yarn?
The stinky yarn.
What about the stick? Did you really do what I think you did? She did. She put it in the fucking freezer.
I put it in the freezer.
That's not gonna get the stink out.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I'm not sticking my fucking nose in there.
Smell it. No,
Great.
it just smells like freezer.
Great. Now it smells like freezer burned yarn.
But it doesn't stink like it did. There's
No.
another tip. Get smells out. We were just talking about somebody had something.
Freezer burn.
Freezer. Put it in the freezer.
Freezer burn. You get freezer burn smell.
No, it doesn't smell like freezer burn. It smells like frozen plastic, but
It smells
because
like
it was
freezer.
in the bag, but
It
it
smells
doesn't
like
smell bad.
it smells like ice cream that you've left in the fucking fridge for
I'm
5
not
years.
gonna eat it. I'm gonna knit with it.
Why?
I just couldn't. That
It stinks.
It's-
Like freezer burn.
It stinks so bad. But once it sits out now, it'll lose that freezer smell.
And then it'll go back to being stinky.
No, it shouldn't.
Bet you $1 will.
No, this is a trick that I've been using. Oh, you're starting to get.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. Don't do it. Ah! You see what
I will wrap you in the Irish flag.
Don't you dare do that. That's sacrilege.
Yes,
Do you
it
see
is.
what I have to put up with every day?
It is.
Huh? Every day.
See what I have to put up with? That's why he has to put up with it. So, freezer gets stink out.
I'm the one who's, being assaulted. They don't see me assaulting you.
It's because I have cannonballs.
She does have cannonballs.
Everyone in the world is afraid of this man in real life. When he gets in a mood, nobody will talk to him. His own grandmother won't even talk to him half the time. She's afraid to ask him a question. She'll be like, Trish, what does Rodney want for dinner? How am I supposed to know? I'm not Rodney. But I'll ask him. Everyone else is afraid to. I'm not afraid. You know why? Because there's one person in this world that Rodney is afraid of. Because I have cannonballs.
I could have a gun pointed to my face. I won't blink. I won't budge. Won't even twitch a little. She gets in my face and she looks angry. I will run as far and as fast as possible. Because I don't want to know what'll happen afterwards.
Wrapped up in all my stuff down here.
Good Lord. I'm not helping you clean that.
You don't
Wait.
have-
What? That's what. She almost microwaved the cord.
It was just stuck in the door. It wasn't actually in the microwave.
You don't know that? Better play it safe than sorry. And I want my goddamn cheese and crackers.
Another thrift store find was this jar. McGuire's Irish Pub. Pensacola. in Destin, Florida. But this side says Irish Wake.
You know what you do in an Irish wake? You get fucking loaded.
You drink.
A lot.
The Irish know how to do things, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and that just reinforces what I said earlier. Everyone in the British Isles are drunk.
So?
More so in Ireland than anywhere else. It's like they're perpetually drunk. It was like they were born to drink. Granted, my family is also German, and we were also born to drink.
I want to go to that island in Scotland that only makes whiskey.
Orkney?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't think it's...
That's why I asked.
I don't know.
There is an Orkney Island.
Yeah, but there's one island that's famous for its whiskey. I just gotta remember, no Bloody Marys that day. No mixing.
I want cheese and crackers.
Did you see what Kelly Maddox did?
I don't know who that is.
She's in the group.
I'm so sorry.
She took a crocodile.
A crocodile.
That she got, I don't know if it was a thrift store, if it was an antique store or what it was, and repainted it. My ears stick out and it drives me crazy. I'm like ready for takeoff. So I wear this, tuck my damn ears in.
Whatever you say, Dumbo.
She does ceramics.
Please continue.
Really?
Yes.
We had to take a break so he could get his cheese and crackers and...
That's Italian herb crackers.
And the batteries on the camera died, so I had to change them. So, ceramics. There was a gift shop in the mall that had cheesy ceramics that were airbrushed, and it was horrible. And that's how this lamp was. It's a Miss Piggy lamp. It's painted all black right now. She's gonna be... I'm gonna keep some of it black. Well, because you paint black for the base and then you dry brush over the top. That's how you get texture.
That's how you get texture.
So Miss Piggy is gonna be a biker. Miss Piggy. She's gonna be wearing a black dress. I'm gonna knit her a biker hat.
Biker.
I am.
Yes. Because you just said so.
Yeah. So
buttons.
I think Kelly gave me the inspiration because I have quite a few ceramics around. I have a gnome that I've had for how many years?
I don't know.
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Doesn't even have a base coat on it yet.
Doesn't even have a base coat.
I need to get that done.
You need to get that done.
I need to start crocheting some gnomes too.
Gnomes.
I literally screamed today.
Screamed.
Because Rodney posted something on my wall.
I posted something on her wall.
You need to stop.
I finally have my cheese and crackers. Let me be happy.
Stick them in your mouth.
Shut up.
So you can stop making fun of me.
Whatever.
I love the movie Romeo and Juliet. I've loved gnomes since I was a little girl. I've loved Sherlock Holmes since I was a little girl. They are coming out with Sherlock Gnomes. I cannot wait. March 23rd, I think it was, right?
She cannot wait.
I can't.
She can't even.
I can't. Like, I might just sleep and say, wake me up on March 23rd so I can go see this movie. I need to start crocheting little gnomes for... The little tiny ones are the cutest ones that, just like the gonk, where you can't see their eyes, they're just hat and little... Those are my favorite gnomes. Are you enjoying your cheese and crackers?
Finally.
You want some stinky freezer burn yarn to go with it? It does. At least it doesn't stink anymore. I'm so happy. So, Fair Isle, Love Knitting, Mary Maxim. Oh, I ordered. They do have their vintage pair. Now this I've had like for ages, not since 1959 because I wasn't around then. But I have a lot of old vintage patterns that people have given me over the years. This was 25 cents in Canada and the USA. In Great Britain, it was 6D. I don't know what a D is. So, Aisha, what is that? I could see 6p for 6 pence, but I don't know what a D is. I ordered bowling sweater patterns.
It's about time.
Why? Would you actually wear one?
Probably.
All anyone ever sees you in is this. He actually does own other clothes.
No.
I make him run around naked while I watch this once a week. Sometimes I just hold up the Febreze and make him turn if it gets bad halfway through the week.
Yep. She's lying, of course.
You have your sweatshirt. I did not steal. Okay, you have 3 sweatshirts that I have not stolen from you yet. You have this one. You have your Army Hooah one, which used to be your sweatshirt of choice that you wore constantly till you got this one. And then you have your Pennsylvania. You never wear your Pennsylvania gunsmithing one. I might steal that one.
It's a medium, doesn't fit me.
Ah. I'm horrible about stealing people's sweatshirts.
It shrank in the wash, to be fair.
I'm always cold. That's why Jewel gave me her. Jewel grew out of her cashmere sweaters, so she gave me like 3 cashmere sweaters. Jewel is the head of our trivia team, and she gave me 3 cashmere sweaters yesterday, and I was literally just feeling them on the way home, going, oh. There's nothing softer than cashmere. I might just lay those out and just lay down on them and go to sleep. I've never priced cashmere yarn.
You are freaking weird.
So, I think that's about it for this week.
Says a man eating cheese and crackers.
Cheers.
Oh. Cheers.
Hello. Bye-bye. Cheers.
Toodles.
That's what it is. Cheerio. We have to find out how the gnomes say goodbye, because that's how we say hello. Hello! That's from the gnomes. Romeo and Juliet. That cute little gnome. Hello!
This mission is gonna require maximum stealth.
Well, you won't get much stealthier than this. Hello!
Romeo and Juliet.
Hello! 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 Hello!
They're freaking adorable!
I'm not illiterate! My parents were married!
I love my children's toys and children's movies, apparently. But it's Elton John. Elton John, please. Everything the man touches turns to gold.
Well, that's because Elton John is fabulous.
He is. Anything else you want to say this week while you're stuffing your face with cheese and crackers?
I love
Cheese and crackers.
cheese and crackers.
He gets mad at me when I finish his sentences wrong. I don't know if it's the ADHD, but I live like 5 seconds ahead of everyone else.
Not really, she's just hyper.
I knew that squirrel was gonna die. What was the other thing that happened this week that I knew? something else happened that I knew. I make things happen. And I feel bad because I think I made the squirrel die because I thought it.
I don't give a shit about the squirrel.
Sometimes that happens. I'll think something, and then when it happens, I feel really bad. And it's like, oh, why did I think that? But it's not like I thought it on purpose. Things just in my head. And I happen to see the squirrel outside the window, and I'm like, that squirrel's going to get hit by a car. And 2 days later, or a day or 2 days later, that squirrel was splattered all over Route 19. Flat squirrel.
Just for the record, no, she doesn't stop talking.
Flat squirrel's gonna go traveling around the country. Not the real one. That'd be really gross.
Because I knew that that was on your mind. Why do you think I was teasing crackers?
What? I'm too far ahead. I missed something. You have squirrel in there too? I'm not eating it. I don't care. People around here eat some weird stuff.
Ask her, I'll eat anything and put in front of me. Unless fucking mushrooms. Hate mushrooms. Ugh.
And I'll eat mushrooms all day long. Mushrooms are good for you.
Mushrooms are a fungus. They grow on dead trees.
I want to eat roasted garlic, so I'm hoping this is a garlic roaster. Although, my friend Joe posted that you should eat 6 cloves of roasted garlic a day. Can you imagine how bad you would stink if you ate 6 cloves of roasted garlic a day?
I used to eat onions as apples.
It's supposed to keep you healthy, but 6 cloves a day keeps you healthy because nobody will come near you because you just stink so bad. I know I grew up around Brooklyn Italians. They all smelled like garlic and salami. I'm not even joking.
Don't make fun of the Italians.
I'm not
jerk.
making fun. I got Italian in me. Especially in my hair. That's why I'm always wearing it up. But it's just because they eat so much garlic and salami. Some of them actually, it just oozes out of their pores. They can't help it. Everything you see on TV, Paula, you can back me up on this because you're from Jersey. Everything you see on TV about New York, I didn't realize because I grew up in New York, so I know it's real. Like the nanny, there really are people like her out there. And I didn't realize that people thought it was just a joke. No. Then you take those people to New York and they're like, oh my God, there really are people like that out here. Yeah. Grandma Yetta's all over the place. I'm going to be a Grandma Yetta soon. Going to have my fancy velour sweatsuits. My hair out to here. It goes out to here naturally. I have to get it styled though. And the big old glasses. You know who Grandma Yetta was? I'm gonna whack 'em. Grandma Yetta on The Nanny was the old lady on Grumpier Old Men. Sophia Loren's mother on Grumpier Old Men. It's one of our favorite movies, if we haven't mentioned that before.
I would bang that woman.
Sophia Loren?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit, I'd bang her. She's... yeah. But then again, I do Walter Matthau too, so I don't know how much that's saying. You're all out of cheese and crackers. He's gonna start getting grumpy again. I'd rather kiss a dead moose's butt.
Oh God, no, that is a dead moose's butt.
Not anymore. It doesn't smell anymore. I swear, it really doesn't. He's just being dramatic.
I'm out of fucking cheese.
It's not hot enough for Fermunda cheese yet.
On that note, good night, everybody. You're fucking weird!
Oak Island's on tonight, so you have to come back down at 9. Got an hour. Oh my gosh, stop! Yep. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Call her a weirdo!
I'm a weirdo. I'm okay with that. I make life interesting.
You're still weird.
Your life would be boring and filled with nothing but cheese, crackers, and gas.
At least I like my cheese, crackers, and gas. But I love you too, dear.
Get back in your hole.
Fine.
Come down in an hour for Oak Island.
Find your face!
So we watch... What is it called? The Mystery of Oak Island?
It's called Oak Island!
No, it's something else, though.
I don't freaking know! Mysteries of Oak Island. Oak Island, it's got two guys. One looks like freaking Millhouse from...
He does it. It's two brothers, Marty and Rick Lagina.
Marty looks like Millhouse!
And Marty looks like Millhouse from The Simpsons. But anyway, Oak Island is, for those of you that aren't familiar, Oak Island is an island off of Nova Scotia where there's supposedly a treasure buried. And I read an article in Reader's Digest when I was a kid about the money pit on Oak Island. And all these, I mean, FDR has been part of the search for this treasure. Jackie Gleason, there were some celebrities that have taken part in searching for this treasure. The article that I read was the same article that Rick Lagina read when he was a kid. And he's been on this treasure hunt quest ever since. And he had the money to actually go forward with it. I didn't. So I'm really glad that the show is on, because I get to live vicariously through this team of investors. And to them, it's not so much about finding the treasure as much as it is finding about the history of this place. And that's on my bucket list, is to visit Oak Island someday. I also want to go up that area anyway to go to the Titanic Cemetery in Nova Scotia. So. Alright. I'm done with everything on my list, except for one last thing. I'm going to end this show. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I did see one of the Super Bowl commercials afterwards. And it reminded me so much of our little group. And I just had, that's how I'm going to end the show, was actually with a commercial. I could care less. It's a Mass Mutual commercial. It's not about Mass Mutual to me. The commercial reminds me of you guys and how we all interact with each other. And I want you guys to know how special you all are and how special this group is. You go to other knitting groups or other crocheting groups or other artist groups, you're not going to find what we have. And I don't know why we have what we have. I think it's just good people. But I'm so happy that we do have it. So, I'm ending this with I'll Stand By You, the Mass Mutual commercial. See you guys in a couple of weeks.
Breaking news from Washington as lawmakers face
wildfires continue to allegations of misconduct.
Why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me.
How hard is it just take some time out of your day to give them a ride to school and show them that you support them?
Be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through. 'Cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do.
When disaster strikes to one, we all get together and support each other. That's the nature of humanity.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So, if you're not getting mine, don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide?
It's a calling to the nation how great we are and how great we can be.
Like you, when you're standing at the crossroads, don't